So I've been wanting to try something a little bit different when talking about artwork that I've made, and it's called making a video because sometimes typing takes a long time. So I will go ahead and flip the camera and talk you through some calligraphy that I just put together. So this is italic calligraphy in watercolor over a watercolor background, and there's a little story that I wanted to share. So I painted the watercolor background months ago, and there's a period where I was trying to paint things that I saw in my mind's eye during meditation, and this background was one of them. And I knew there was some words that went with it, but I have been searching and I couldn't find any note that I'd made of what I intended to write with it. So then I shelved the background just for whenever I thought of it or found the notes. And of course, as I'm speaking here, I'll read this to you. It reads, "Observe the daring and wonderful color schemes of nature and learn to rely on your own judgment." I read this just the other morning, actually, in this book, Block Printing on Textiles, that was published in 1961. And it's by Janet Erickson. And here's a picture of her in her studio printing. And she's standing on her prints to create even pressure. But this excerpt stood out to me because, it's been kind of a period where we're asking a lot of questions. And, here we are in Scorpio season, and there's a lot of deep emotions that come with it, and also with the lengthening of the evening time. The lengthening of the darkness makes us turn inward. And what really struck me about this sentence was that it's not just about printmaking. In the paragraph, she's speaking on mixing ink and color and that kind of thing, but that's only really until here. And then the rest of it, I think, speaks to a bigger story, and I wanted to write this out and share it in calligraphy because I just love when our different passions, it could be anything. It could be working on a car, it could be gardening, it could be parenting. But when anything that we're experiencing in life becomes something that we are talking about and sharing about, it begins to talk to a larger story. And I love not only these singular things, but the fact that our passions tend to overlap in so many different ways. And it really binds us together as humanity. And then, of course, the other thing I wanted to share briefly is that I was looking to see if there was a date maybe of when I did the watercolor, so I flipped it over, and how about that? There's the text that I originally was going to write, and it was just kind of a note that came to me, and for fun, I'll read it to you. It reads, "Visit depth, but don't dwell there. Bring back the gems and go back another time." So I don't think I'll offer this as a print. I would probably redo it before I offered it as a print or as an original, but just flip the camera back around real quick. So thanks for joining for my very first art vlog. Hope you have a great day, and we'll see you soon.